Welcome to Atlanta, home of the Atlanta Swarm and the world headquarters of the Coca-Cola Corporation. As we pay a visit to the Hive and two squads that played earlier in the year, Atlanta looking to get back on track in the midst of a losing streak. Florida, meanwhile, looking to stay among the ranks of the unbeaten. I'm Colin Northrup. Rick Northrup is next to me, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Atlanta. Is the Brew Crew gonna be here?
Wrong sport.
Oh, all right. Continue, mon frere.
Bullet Charlie Beletsky is one of the SFL's best tailbacks this season. And he goes up against an Atlanta defense that plays it tough, but the offense, which scored 32 points a season ago, is barely averaging 20 a game coming into
Tonight's contest.
And Florida will take offense first. Sam Blotner and Damon Simeon are on stats. Sammy Steele to kick off for Atlanta. Caleb Griffiths back deep to receive. The rookie who has had one kickoff return for a touchdown this season. And we are underway.
Let's go.
Couple yards out of the end zone. Griffiths up the middle, up over the 20, spins across, and will get tackled at the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Florida.
One of the interesting points of the game tonight, Colin, is can Florida maintain their unbeaten status within the SFL? How much longer will that last? Florida looks good.
Ryan Cochran comes out on offense, 1st and 10. We'll get to the starting lineups for Florida after this play. It's Cochran under the center. Pitch out to Beletsky, who breaks a tackle, and Beletsky's on his way. 1st down up over the 40. And he's shoved out of bounds just short of the 50-yard line. Charlie Bullet Beletsky gets things going in a hurry. He's joined in the backfield by J.W. Doyle at fullback. Wide receivers are Stephen Bush, Caleb Griffiths, Art Vanderlane, E.J. Minson. Tight ends are Vernon Zarkoff and Ron Ains. The offensive tackles are Joseph Wade and Greg McDonaldson. And put him on the back is the rookie center. It'll be 1st and 10 for Florida. We'll get to the Atlanta defense after this play. It'll be another Beletsky handoff up the middle. He gets up over the 50, picks up 3 yards.
Good start to things for Beletsky. Back-to-back totings of the rock.
Mickey Gibson, Billy Ray Valentine, Leo Jefferson, and Joshua Williams are the defensive linemen. Linebackers Cree Higgins, Sean Allen, and Diamond Blackwell. As this carry goes off again to Beletsky, and he picks up a 1st down.
3 carries in a row, 2 first downs. Sending an early message here, Colin, to the Swarm.
Cornerbacks are Jack Napier and Jay Miraculous. Safeties are Moose Papineau, Grant Hardaway, and Chris Henry, a.k.a. King Henry.
Goes with King Richard.
Easy now there, Tiger. It's not about you. Man in motion is Ron Haynes across formation. 1st down. Give to Beletsky, spins, breaks a tackle, and Beletsky will get stopped after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This is an Atlanta defense that was number 3 in points allowed a year ago, just over 22. They're giving up 25, which is still good enough for top 10. Rick, but the offense has fallen off a bit. 19.5 points a game. They've turned it over 6 times.
6? Stace?
6 times. And they've only combined for 12 offensive touchdowns all year between rushing and receiving.
That makes for a rough go of it, Colin. Indeed.
Doyle in motion to the slot on 2nd and 2. Here's the pitch out to Boletsky. Boletsky has room, breaks it, tackle, first down.
Why not? And they're already putting pressure on the defensive play calling here with so many carries by Boletsky. At some point, they will not hand the ball to Boletsky, but when is that going to happen? And setting themselves up for great play action or a deep play.
5 carries for 46 yards already, long of 19. Cochran has yet to put it in the air.
He can rest his arm here.
Give to Boletsky again. Now Charlie must be getting tired as he only picked up 2. Allen in on the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 8. If you're new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sidelines and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the Join Community button and begin your career, or just meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved. Haynes resets. Another pitch play to Boletsky. Broke a tackle, broke 2 tackles, and sets up 3rd and 4.
Two tackles.
Welcome in Mike O'Neill, Justin Reside, among the people in the chat, along with Guy Clausen, who said he did not know Atlanta was the home of Coca-Cola headquarters. So, see, you learn something new every time you get a broadcast. It's 3rd down and 4. Get to Boletsky. First down, they gave it to him. Ball's just over the unofficial yellow line. It'll be 1st down, Florida. Two tight ends to the same side. Cochran changes the play. Again, a give to Boletsky. Breaks a tackle. Only gets 1, they'll say. Tackle made by Diamond Blackwell, number 57.
And we've got Denver, the service dog, with us in the booth. Made the trip tonight, as well as the Rick Meters in town.
Ron Cochran only 10 passing touchdowns, but he's just thrown 3 interceptions as a result. As they continue to lean on Boletsky here, it's 3rd and 6. Boletsky, number 4 in carries with 217. He's number 2 in rushing touchdowns since 17. 6 in yards. He's averaging 5.2 carry going in.
3 down linemen for Atlanta. Another running front. Tempting, tasty running front being presented to Atlanta.
Stephen Bush in motion. And we get a pass from Cochran down the middle, and it's Bush incomplete. That probably could have been a touchdown. And number 11 just hung on to the ball.
Cochran must have really liked the look there on the defense, because he certainly could have audibled into yet another running play.
Ethan Snead on for a 30-yard field goal.
This will be a win for the Atlanta defense, holding them to a field goal attempt, Colin.
And high snap, but the kick is down and good. Florida leads 3-0. 12 plays, 60 yards, taking 4 minutes, 41 seconds off the clock, but resulting in only 3 points. Ten carries for Boletsky on the drive, only the 1 pass. Kick is away. Returned up the middle. This is Kyle Finnemore across the 20. Will get tackled at the 24. And Bryant Dynasty and the rest of the Atlanta attack come on the field. First and 10 at the 24. Hollywood's the tailback, of course, the Hall of Famer. Along with Mitchell O'Brien at fullback.
Yes.
Here's the pitch out to Hollywood, and Hollywood, he will only get 2 yards on the play. Wide receivers are the aforementioned Kyle Finnemore, Siege Kakaa Felco, and the Hall of Famer Boo Chisholm. Tight ends are Phantom Shine and Why Not Caroline. And the left tackle is Carter Hollywood, and Sam Falco is the guard. Hollywood gets the carry again, loses a yard. Tackle made on the play. 3rd and 9 already for Atlanta. Not a place they want to be in. Deontay Stoneville, Alessandro Tomello, defensive ends Alex Dominguez and Pete Mitchell are tackles inside. Dynasty back to throw. Fires down the field. Catch made by Kyle Fenimore. Tackle made by Andrew Francis, the strong safety, but not before first down's made. Leon Thunderman and the rookie Jesus Smith, the 9th overall pick, Ryan Tobin, are the linebackers. Ryan Davidson, Evan Carroll, Adam Jones at a corner, along with Roscoe Jenkins, Adrian Blaine, Andrew Francis, and J.J. Bailey are the safety players for the Florida Storm. 1st and 10, Dynasty, up under the center. Give off to Hollywood. He's stuck behind a blocker, and Leon Thunderman takes advantage, tackles him at the line of scrimmage for no gain. This is an Atlanta team that is 20th in rushing yards per game, the 25th in total yards, 19th in passing yards, and the 25th in total yards. This was a team that in all of those categories a year ago was at least top 20. And they were top 6 rushing attack a year ago, but this is a new era. Dynasty down the middle, catch made. Kyle Fenimore hauls it in on the grab. Nice catch made there by Fenimore. His 2nd grab on the drive.
Indeed, some sure hands there. And that bodes well for Atlanta. If they can get a good mix of run-pass, they got to try and keep Florida off balance here.
Hollywood on the carry will pick up 6 yards after tough sledding his first couple carries. For all the league highlights, photo galleries, major minor league stats, and leaderboards, community content, and so much more, check out the league's website at simulationfl.net. Presented by Football Shift. Stay up to date and explore past, present, and future. 7 yards on 4 carries in the rock for Hollywood with a long of 6. He gets carry number 8 here, gains a couple of yards, and there's Thunderman again to make the stop. 3rd and 1.
The delightfully named defensive player.
Third and 1. 2 tight ends, 1 on each side, along with 2 out wide for Bryant Dynasty. Counter play to Hollywood, has to break a tackle on the back, but breaks his 2nd tackle, picks up the first down, and a lot more. Spins to stay in bounds before Dominguez, running all the way down from his defensive tackle spot, finally brings him down, but not before first.
Just a nifty run right there, Colin, and sort of just what the doctor ordered for the Atlanta Swarm. Broken tackle, hits the sideline.
Whoop.
Spin alert, spin move alert.
That guy is a venerable tornado. He uses the spin move so much.
The underrated, the underappreciated spin move. Even Denver.
Dynasty under center, pitches it out to Hollywood. Hollywood stopped after a 1-yard gain by Adrian Blaine, her 3rd tackle. So far, it's 2nd and 9. Dynasty coming in has thrown 5 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, completing 60% of his passes for just over 1,200 yards. As Hollywood gets stopped after a 2-yard pickup. He's found the end zone, has BDG 6 times this year, on 155 carries, gaining 672 yards. Leading receivers Kyle Fenimore, 34 grabs, 513 yards. As Dynasty goes to, they return every 1st and goal.
1st and goal, surprising.
And for Boo, he has 25 grabs for 339 yards, found the end zone once. He nearly found it again there, Rick, for his second score of the year.
Yeah, so close. So close.
First and goal, ball at the 1 yard line. They come with a single person in the backfield, receiver lined up tight next to the tight end. Got shouldered to the ground the hard way by number 52, that's Stoneville.
Hollywood with the deep set there, Colin, so he can get a full head of steam, and Florida's ready for him on that one. Let's see if they can get a little deception going here.
Pushes it back to about the 3. Same formation as before, except they flip sides. Here's the toss. They run right into blitz. Hollywood says it doesn't matter. He scores. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Not this time, he says. Breaks the tackle, just what they count on. Get him one-on-one, like your running back in that situation.
Broke the tackle of the acclaimed rookie linebacker, Jesus. Number 50. And Atlanta now takes the lead thanks to that touchdown.
The acclaimed rookie linebacker will learn from that as he moves through his career here in the SFL, but no shame in being smoked by BGD Hollywood.
Extra point is something good, and with 14 seconds left to go in this opening stanza, it's 7-3, only at 13 plays, 77-yard drive. As the aptly named Murder Hornets, they like to call themselves.
They rise up and sting them here in the first quarter. Got a lead on the undefeated Florida Storm. Florida, that's used to be where old people went. Now it's full of young people. What's up with that?
Or as you like to say, the younger set.
The younger set.
Griffiths on the return. And Gifts will get tackled at the 26-yard line. So we'll get one more play before the quarter officially expires.
The younger set says things like, hey, that drive was legit.
They also say things like bussin'.
That's not cringe. I'm not cringe. My mother had me tested.
But you are. That's.
So let me look that up.
Ball on the Florida 26-yard line. The first down from the 26, Cochran gives off to Boletsky. It's carry number 11 for him. 11 carries this quarter, only one pass. I have to wonder, is he getting tired already? We played one, and it's already 7-3. Atlanta in front of the undefeated Florida Storm. Colin Northrup, Rick Northrup.
Yo.
Here with you, Damon Simeon and Sam Falco on Stats.
Making us look smarter than we really are.
We got an I formation. Atlanta 10.5-point underdogs at home.
They got an eye for stats.
Okay, now you can stop. Ron Haynes resets on the other side. Single receivers, Minson. Give off to this time to Doyle. Doyle, his first carry sets up a 3rd and 2.
Doyle with an effective little sort of mid-run stiff arm, keeping would-be tacklers at bay.
He's 37 carries on the year. 1 touchdown rushing, 1 receiving. His average yards per catch, he's only caught the ball 4 times, 26.3. That's for 3rd in the league. Doyle with the carry. Stop. He needed 1 more yard, but alas, he was denied.
Oh,
Only
no.
4th and 1. And Marcus Agrippa on for the punt.
Had to leave the Battle of Aquitaine, where he defeated Mark Anthony and Cleopatra. The punt for the Florida Storm.
Anytime over 4.5 seconds. Return up to the 26 by Siege, Belko.
Here's a good thought question. How frequently do you think about the Roman Empire?
Uh, Stop it. Stop it. You're embarrassing yourself.
I don't know, for me, it's pretty much every day.
Oh, here we go. As the handoff is to Hollywood. He's hitting the backfield. But he can't get away the second time from Andrew Francis and loses 2 yards. Here's split back, 2nd and 12. O'Brien in motion to a slot. He'll actually go down next to the tight end. Dynasty rolls the other way. Lost it down the field. He finds Chisholm, his second grab. It's Dynasty. He's finding himself in a groove. Chisholm just found a spot in the zone and able to get it for the first down.
Yeah, nice little route as well to maintain some separation there.
Early numbers for Dynasty, 3 of 3 for 45 yards. Pitch out to Hollywood. Hollywood has to deal with some traffic and will only get back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. 2nd down.
So if you look at the line, Colin, Atlanta's getting 10.5. The over/under is at 54, which sort of implies that they expect Atlanta could potentially score, 20, 25. And
the final score of the last game between these two teams was 42-20.
Yeah.
So you do the math. As Hollywood wrapped up in the backfield for a loss of 1 as he got stuck behind his blockers.
So you can say if it's 35-25, Atlanta's got a good head start on their implied total.
Dynasty back to throw, fires. Ooh, it's dropped by Fenimore.
A well-timed hit, I think, by the defender, Colin.
But even if he would have caught it, it wouldn't have been enough for the first down.
Right, there's a little bit of football IQ and route discipline. You got to run past the sticks. And if you're QB, you have to select somebody, if you're going to throw short, that's got some room to roam.
And the punt will be away from Atlanta. It's 3 and out by the Storm defense. Meanwhile, the offense has only attempted 1 pass. It's been a heavy dose of Bullet Boletsky, although we did see a little bit of Doyle that last drive. Have to wonder if old Ron is going to have to warm up the old noodle. He's a Hall of Famer for a reason, folks. It's still early. No need to worry, but I think Florida would try to work on their early game. Pitch out. Boletsky breaks the tackle, breaks 2 tackle. Oh, there was a high tackle by Moose Papineau, and that will most likely be a penalty. Yep, they're going to call it a defensive face mask of the incidental variety. Moves the ball to the Florida 44.
The incidental variety. Remind everybody, the Rick Meters here in town. Starts at neutral, as everybody knows. Still at neutral. Still evaluating.
3 tight ends on the field, Florida Storm.
The offenses and defenses comparing possessions. Got their slide rules out. Slide ruling.
Boyle shifts positions. Boletsky the other way, and I think Atlanta, they've read the book on Boletsky. Hey, we saw this all the first quarter, and Billy Ray Valentine has other ideas. Stops them at the line, 2nd and 5.
Say, Atlanta had the Bullet Boletsky book read to them in the first quarter.
Oh, no, this is weird. Ron Haynes is lined up in the backfield at the fullback position. And Verdon Zarkov is out wide as a wideout. And Boletsky, it's it happened on his own. He's I don't need a lead blocker. He's up over the 30. It's up over the 20-yard line. They'll say he's tackled there. It'll be first
They
down.
put Haynes out there as the lead blocker who proceeds to go end around and block exactly nobody. As you said, Colin Plesky says, I got to do this on my own.
Boom. And then, see, he got a piece of one guy.
You want a
but
piece of me?
a piece of the first guy. Otherwise, and Bolden's already up over 100 yards and just 14 totes of the ball. He checks out for the moment.
First and 10, just outside the red zone. Florida's looking to get themselves back on top.
Ron's back to throw, throws down the field, catch made for the first down. That is Vandelay, the offensive coordinator. So the player coach gets in the ball game and makes the reception. It'll be first and goal.
That catch was sponsored by Vandelay Industries. Check out Vandelay Industries for all your industrial needs.
Catch made. I believe that was number 24, Ardaway on tackle, and it'll be first and goal. Doyle back in at fullback. He said, "Ron, fullback's my spot. Why are you taking my spot? Trying to do my job."
Well, you give him something to think about, right? I get it.
Here's Boletsky up the middle and tackle to the 5. It'll be second and goal.
Fiver. Say fiver. Second and goal. It would be apropos for Boletsky to carry this one in.
Doyle gets a chance to tilt the rock. Picks up about 2. Jack Napier on the tackle. And the Florida Storm looking at third and goal, trying to take the lead.
Goes without saying, they do not want a field goal attempt here, Colin.
2 receivers to the top. Heavy box for the Storm. You can see all 11 defenders in your picture.
Ah, man in motion. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, guy follows him. It's Jim Miraculous. See what Ron does with the down. Nope, it's a fullback dive up the middle and does score.
They can't push him in.
He does not score, and Ethan Sneed will be on to try nothing more than an extra point with a little bit of an odd angle. This will be from 18 yards.
Very definition of a chip shot. It's up and good, Colin.
We have a 7-6 ball game now. That was 8th place, 60 yards, taking up 3 minutes and 20 seconds off the clock. Both backs, according to Cameron Irvine, are 10+ carries. And there were only 2 drives the entire opening stance. And we're now 3:51 in the first half. This ball game's been moving. As Kyle Fenimore moves down to the 25-yard line. Liking the game so far, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There's no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. Rick, the minor leagues is getting a makeover.
Makeover?
In this new game, and expansion bids, all sorts were officially released to the press. There were some impressive identities out there, including the Pittsburgh River Islands.
Ooh, I like that.
The Nashville Tempo and Tennessee Smoke.
Ooh.
Along with some bids that, well, they do look promising, such as the Inland Empire and a bid out of Boston.
Where's the Inland Empire
It's
based?
in California.
Yeah, there you go.
As Hollywood breaks off a couple tackles, breaks off a third man before stepping out of bounds. He was putting on a show there, Rick.
I bet you didn't know Salinas and the area surrounding Salinas in California supplies 80% of the lettuce for the United States. How about that? How about that for put that in your Inland Empire pipe and smoke it, huh?
Wow, didn't know that.
I think
See, folks, you learn something new every day.
Monterey County supplies something like half of all the strawberries consumed in the United States.
Oh, welcome in His Royal Majesty Chris King Henry to the chat. Glad you can make it as Kyle Fenimore makes a nice grab down the middle for the first down.
King Richard sends you greetings and adds his welcome to the chat. That's a nice toss right there, huh?
Fenimore down the middle. I tell you what, there's a reason why this guy has been the go-to receiver. 2 grabs for 28 yards now with a long of 14. "15 carries for BGG Hollywood, 48 yards. Pitch out to Hollywood. Ooh, he got lit up like a Christmas tree when you plug in the lights, Rick. Only a pickup of 1, it'll be 2nd and 9. Most likely the last play before the 2-minute warning.
It reminds me, got to prepare for the family ritual of digging the Christmas tree out of the storage area and erecting it in the living room.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, presented by ATN Music. Welcome in the Flying Hawaiian himself, Brian Dynasty. Good to see you, sir.
Well, Atlanta's got 2 minutes here on the plus side of the field. Let's see what they can do.
And
Look at that.
It's going to be the nice hands catch of the game, brought to you by Retroid. Kyle Fenimore making it look easy. That's a nice hands catch brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and the only video game that you're playing in it, SFL 4K23.
It's like super glue there on his hands, Colin. So is Fenimore related to baseball in Cooperstown? More on that later.
Throw down the call interference as the throw is behind Fenimore. Oh, and Ryan Davidson is down. This isn't good for Florida.
It's a bad sight.
And
every time they show that coach, Colin, he's like scratching his behind his right ear. I want to see a doctor or something about that.
There'll be a 2nd and 10, clock stopped with 1:32.
Atlanta looking to extend their lead, Colin. They've been giving Florida all they can handle here in the first half.
2nd and 10, pitch out to Hollywood, and he'll be stopped by Jesus Smith this time. After he's run over earlier in the game, it'll be 3rd and 8.
Passing down now for Atlanta. Florida's going to expect to pass as they line up lots of people on the line to gain.
And Dynasty's throw is tipped and incomplete.
Ooh.
Looking for Fenimore, but the coverage was tighter.
And I wouldn't have been as surprised to see a flag on that one, Colin. How about you? People in the chat, was I seeing that run? Looked like he arrived early.
This will be a 33-yard field goal attempt for Sammy Steele to extend the Atlanta lead.
Ooh, he's got
Yes, he does. Now it's 10-6 with 1:09 left to go in the first half.
Guess that's the optical illusion of starting it off from the left hash, Colin, but it appeared to be dicey there just for a moment.
The following expansion teams, here are the locations. There are 5 open spots. Anchorage, Alaska, Bossier City, Louisiana, Chicago, Illinois, Frisco, Texas, Knoxville, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, Oklahoma City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, San Jose, California. To join existing groups in Albuquerque, Lexington, and Philadelphia, which were formerly the Lincoln Rattlesnakes. First and 10 for Florida on their own 20-yard line. Remember, they elected to receive the ball, and they give off to Boletsky to start this play. I think they need to move to a new chapter of their playbook.
Yeah, they might. Indeed, Colin. And this situation calls for passing.
16 carries for 170 yards. But pitch out to Boletsky, break a tackle, but he's stopped in the backfield for a loss.
That had worked pretty well earlier in the game, Colin, but Atlanta has gotten wise to the ways of the Florida Storm and the many, the Swiss Army, all the different Swiss Army looks that Florida throws at them with Boletsky.
They're at 11 now. They pretty much have to pass.
They got a bunch to the top. Let's see. Short drop.
Throw to that bunch side, and Stephen Bush makes up for his earlier drop by hauling it in here. And this will most likely be the last play of the half. Nice grab, though, by Bush. Finding a seam down the middle.
At least they're able to burn the clock off, Colin, and not have to give the ball back to Atlanta yet again. Here before halftime.
Cochran to throw, fires, he found Bush again, his second straight grab. And that'll end the first half. Florida only able to manage 2 field goals. They're trailing by 4, 10-6. As Cochran has now hit his last 2 passes. He's officially 3 of 4.
Let's see what kind of data we can get here.
Ooh, I like data. Data's always
good. Data's your friend.
10-6, our halftime score.
Atlanta Storm, Colin, looking sharp here in the first half.
39 yards. Boletsky, 105. Stephen Bush, 2 grabs. Lots of tackles, but Dynasty, 6 of 9, almost 99 yards. Hollywood, 17 carries. Fenimore, the league receiver, with 4 grabs. Total team stats. First, third down efficiency, Florida was 3 of 5. Atlanta was 3 of 6.
Yes.
146 total yards for Atlanta. 153 for Florida.
And we're back here for the start of the third quarter. Atlanta's beautiful stadium. And they're going
Florida to kick off.
Yeah.
As these are 2 teams that are very familiar with each other in the Eastern Division. Atlanta will start from their own 20.
Now let's see if Atlanta continues with what's been working for them, Colin. Nice mix of run and pass. Or do they make some adjustments to try and keep Florida a little more off balance? We'll see. It was wide open for a dive up the middle, Colin.
First and 10. Here's the pitch out. Hollywood tried to break up 3 yards, and for the first time this evening, let's go to Cameron Irvine with a game break.
Thank you, Colin. One of the best interceptions, maybe the best interception all season. Watch this. Tips it to himself. Danny Stinson, the linebacker, a pick 6, dragging Tommy Utah into the end zone. Carolina's up 14-7 on Lou in a battle of 2, 4, and 3 teams. Back to you in Atlanta.
That's just a really cool play, Colin. That was neat.
That's got to be an early candidate for play of the week.
Ooh, yeah. It's Friday.
Dynasty down the middle, catch made. This is Carlott, the tight end, the rookie, number 88, hauls it in. Early first down.
So we get a look at this.
Down the middle against fellow rookie Jesus Smith.
Kind of just slows his roll a little bit, and the Jesus Smith just keeps running. The DB sort of created some separation there inadvertently.
No word on Ryan Davidson, who has 3 tackles. He went out earlier with an injury. Here's the give off to Hollywood. Hollywood will get tackled after only a 1-yard pickup.
Run pass run so far, Colin. Let's keep an eye on the mix here.
Atlanta wearing these green helmets. And check out the pants. They got a big old Swarm logo on them, combined with some funky creative designs.
Yeah, those unis are fire.
Pants.
Sorry.
Black jerseys and
Sorry, I thought
light numbers with light blue trim.
sorry, I thought you were droning on about describing the uniform. Sorry, Colin.
Hollywood gains yardage up past the 45 to set up 3rd and 4.
Colin's droning on of the haberdashery of the two teams is brought to you by Dag's Drone Works. Why are you giving me the why the sinister fish shake?
Now I'm getting
Are you marking something in my employee file? Come on.
Here's the man in motion. Kyle Finmore. Haven't heard from Siege Falco. It's unusual. Number 17 is usually very active. So Hollywood gets the carry. Didn't make it. 2 yards short.
Well, Rick Meter's still at neutral, Colin, and the staff is looking at this and says, gosh, Atlanta looks good, but darn, Florida can explode at any moment. So Rick Meter's keeping it at neutral right now. Sorry, Atlanta. But you might have to show the Rick Meter a little bit more to get it to lean your way.
Punt is away. Florida Storm. They were very run heavy in the first half, but Ron was starting to find his groove at the end of the second. Only threw 4 passes, but completed 3 of them. That's not maximizing the most of your opportunities. I don't know what is.
How many carries does Boletsky have?
18 carries and Doyle has 3.
3. Yeah, there you go. Might see a little feature a little more Doyle.
Here's Cochran under center.
I'm not Sherlock Holmes, but I think A. Conan Doyle's going to be carrying the rock more.
That's what you said. Boletsky picks up 7.
I know, right? I know. So there have been a few sort of oblique or even obtuse cultural references so far. Nobody has really picked
Maybe
up
a
on
little
them.
too up.
I know, right? Hey, it's been a long week at work, everybody. It's just so glad to be doing
Blitz
some
being
football.
come and they run away from the blitz, and Boletsky breaks a tackle, gets a first down. So they're going back to the same formula, and this time it's working.
Maybe Boletsky had a few pulls on the O2 machine at halftime, and he's re-energized here. A little extra oxygen and red blood cells.
Joshua Williams on the tackle. No, that's Leo Jefferson, rather. What's this? Williams is 99. Jefferson is 90. My apologies. Boletsky again on the carry. He picks up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. James continue to move down. It'll be 2nd and 5. Devon Simeon and Sam Falco are the statisticians. Whitbacks, 2 tight ends. Here's the pitch out to Boletsky, breaks the tackle, almost got the first down, but they say hello to our dear friend, Mr. Inches. It'll be 3rd and less than 1, aka Inches. You can pretty much sneak the football across. Let's see what they do with here. They go to Boletsky, hurdles over a couple down linemen, gets close to the 50-yard line, picks up the first with ease. First down, Florida. Justin resigned in the chat calling it 3rd and a note card. 1st and 10. 2 receivers to the bottom. Give off to Boletsky, and Boletsky somehow manages to pick up 4 yards. That's probably the easiest looking 4 yards I've seen out of tailback. He's up at 24 carries now, and Rick So far for Max Paul, the offensive coordinator, so far he shows no signs of slowing down for close ball. Boletsky gets it again, picks up 2 more yards. It'll be 3rd and 3 for Florida.
Florida, it goes without saying, the objective of the offense is to possess the ball and get first downs. But, you know, they like to get back on top on the scoreboard here, and this is a good drive to try and do that. There's your first down, Colin.
Boletsky, first down. Now available free to download. You can play the SFL video game on the go on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus, an emulator for 4K 23 in the palm of your hand. Order your Retroid today. Go Retroid.com, search SFL, and download our mod at simulationfl.net/4K23. Another hit. This time to the backup tailback, and even the backup K-Son picks up 6 yards. It was 2nd and 4. Single receiver to the bottom of the knee.
Ooh, almost intercepted that.
Back in as the pitch was almost picked off by, I believe that was Diamond Blackwell. We have another 3rd and index card type situation here, Ray.
Can you imagine if he'd have grabbed the pitch?
How would that go down?
The toss.
I know that would go down as a fumble, but I almost want to say it's an interception, but it's not.
Depends on if it was right.
Boletsky, first down, breaks the tackle. Goes bullet, breaking 2 tackles. Out of bounds, past the 20-yard line.
We'll let the SFL version of Dean Blandino figure that out. The rules expert. I guess that would be Ham at some point. But that's good. That's a good question. Good water cooler question.
Well, they spread things out a little bit more. There's Stephen Bush to the bottom of the apex. Cochrane gives off to Boletsky. Boletsky has room, breaks it. It's a 2nd one, and he's in the end zone. Florida has the lead.
That's all Boletsky. He gets a green light to kind of, go wherever he can find a hole, right? He's supposed to go up the middle, cuts it outside. Bounces it out and able to find the end zone, Colin.
So with 3 minutes left to go in the 3rd, Florida's game plan continues to pay dividends. Boletsky this time finds the end zone and gives his squad officially a 3-point lead at 13-10 with exactly 3 minutes to go in the quarter. That's a lot of threes in one sentence.
Yes. Well, like you said, Florida's been sticking with their game plan here, and it has now produced a lead here in the 3rd quarter, and that's got to get Atlanta a little nervous.
Whittemore on the return up the middle.
Atlanta featuring a touchdown and field goal for their efforts. 10 points. Needs some more here.
Right now, if you're looking at the total right now, the under is definitely in play.
With only 23 points scored, and we're quickly approaching the end of the 3rd stanza here between these 2 American football squads.
1st and 10 from the 27. Jack Wall in the chat as Brian Dynasty back to throw. Down he goes. It's sack time for a loss of 5. And Pete Mitchell, the big defensive tackle, brings him down.
Finally, someone who gets my jokes and my cultural references. Welcome, Jack Wall. Hello, Sailor.
Sack made by Mitchell. And for Big Pete, that's his 2nd sack on the year. He had 1 coming in.
I used to be big with the spouses, but I think I wore out my welcome.
2nd and 15. Rollout by Dynasty. Throws. Intercepted across the middle of the field, and returning it out the middle is Adrian Blaine to the Atlanta 23-yard line. Oh, boy.
Blaine just sinks into the throwing lane and keeps his eyes on the quarterback. Here we go. And says, look what I found.
Threw it right to him as Dynasty went back across the middle.
I don't think Dynasty ever saw him, Colin. It wasn't an acrobatic catch or anything. Like you said, it came right to him.
And for Blaine, that is her 2nd interception on the season. For Atlanta, there's 6th interception thrown by Dynasty. Cochran now will throw underneath the bush, but there was a little miscommunication on the route, incomplete. As you see, the Florida defense checking over things with the coach there on the sidelines. It'll be a 2nd and 10 situation for Florida, following the Atlanta 23, following the interception. Zarkov in motion to the bottom of the formation. A lineup next to you.
Puts his hand in the dirt, too. Is he going to go out for a pass? Nope, it's a block.
And Boletsky broke a tackle, gets up over the 20, picks up 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 7. The best of SFL Week 9 includes Vancouver heading to unbeaten Fort Worth Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, and a rematch of Minnesota-Indianapolis Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. For the whole 13-game Week 9 slate, head over to simulationfl.net and set alarms so you don't miss any of the action. Boy, that rematch between Minnesota and Indianapolis will be something.
Looking forward to that one. Look at this.
Touchdown! Like his 2nd grab, and he ends up in the end zone with a flashy pose right there.
He's got skills in the end zone, Colin. Well, and with that, the Rick Meter staff jumps up from their desks, slams their slide rules down, and pronounces possible for Florida. First level of the progression to book it is possible.
It's a 20-yard reception for a touchdown by Art Vanderlei, and for the veteran wide receiver.
All set up from that pick.
That's his 2nd grab of the year. Had only 8 grabs coming in. Has 2 today. It's a 3-play, 22-yard drive.
You score points off turnovers, Colin, in this game, and it's tough. It's tough to be beaten. Tough to get beaten when you do that.
Special teams looks like they might have to make a play here. Sneed on the kickoff. Fenimore about a yard out of the end zone, coming up the middle up over the 10 to the 20. He's through the 30. The kicker to beat, breaks the tackle, and down the sideline he goes as he's knocked out of bounds at a 50. Roscoe Jenkins saved what could have been a long touchdown run.
Wow, Colin, you called it too. Special teams needs to step up. They answer the bell. Look at that.
Look at Sneed trying to make a tackle, but he can't. And then 48 there just gets in the way enough to eventually force the out-of-bounds play.
Muck up some progress there.
That's Adam Jones down there on special teams.
Mr. Jones with the saving tackle, the saving grace.
1st and 10 at the 50. 1:38 to go in the quarter. Mitchell O'Brien in motion all the way to the bottom of the formation. Here to give off the Hollywood that direction, but linebacker chases it down from behind. That's Leon Thunderman. No gain.
The Swarm defenders filled up all the lanes right there, and Hollywood had no good.
No, you mean the Storm defenders.
Yeah, sorry.
You said Swarm.
Yeah, I say the Storm defenders. Yeah, look at me go. Filled up all the cutback lanes, and Hollywood just had no good options there.
Dynasty back to throw, fires down the field, catch made by Fenimore. So he gets the big return and gets him a first down across the 40-yard line. He's been huge today.
Well, the chapter that is this drive has a lot of Fenimore in it already. Will we see more, Colin? He's on fire.
Teach Falco, he has no catches. But Kyle Fenimore, he's got 5 on 10 targets.
What's wrong with that?
Hollywood up the middle. Hollywood broke a tackle, picks up 5.
Nice little hesitation there, waiting for something to develop. You know, boys and girls, if you're toting the rock, you're supposed to hit the hole and hit it quick, but sometimes when there's no hole, a little bit of hesitation or a sidestep might create something for yourself.
Or you make your own hole if you're big enough.
Make your own hole, just bull your way through it. Well, that was never me, so.
Dynasty quick drop throw.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Arrowat had it in his hands, but he was unable to come up with it.
That came out quick and hot too, Colin. He might not have been expecting it right then. That was barely a 3-step drop before that ball's out of Bryant's hands.
3rd and 5 so far. Atlanta's 3 of 7. They're 0-1 this half. When it comes to 3rd down conversions, they were 3 of 6 in the first half. Dynasty back to throw. Fires underneath. Steve Falco. That time he was targeted, but Evan Carroll says no catch for you.
It's a good defensive play right there, and Swarm's stalling out. 4th and 5 here.
This will be a 48-yard field goal attempt from Sammy Steele. He made one from 18 earlier. This one will have a little bit of distance to it. That throw could have been enough for the first down, but alas, the field goal attempt is good. It's now 13-10 as they take it 6 points and take advantage of the big kick return by Kyle Fenimore and cash it in.
And that's a good drive. They put points on the board, eat into that Florida lead, Colin. They can play some defense here this next Florida possession.
And that makes the total 53 points.
No, we're at 33.
33, yeah.
Yeah, we're still.
Sometimes math is hard.
Maths are hard. Gotta work more on your ciphers, on your plus and ups.
Ball down by Art Vandelay in the end zone for a touchback. We'll get one more play in this quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 for Florida from the 20. Art Vandelay caught a touchdown pass from Ron Cochran last drive. Five of 7, 76 yards, and he's thrown 2 touchdowns. Getting one of 17 yards to Boletsky, one of 20 yards to Art Vandelay, and Boletsky gets another carry, and he picks up 4 yards to end the quarter. It's 20-13 our score through 4 quarters. You're watching the SFL on YouTube. Chris Curtis, read us our rights.
Presentation of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
Chris Curtis always doing a good for us.
So the injury that occurred earlier to Ryan Davidson, he's good to go as we'll start the 4th and final stanza with the 2nd and 6 here on Florida Storm. They're up by a touchdown.
With the ball, start of the 4th.
Pitch out to Charlie Boletsky, and Boletsky turns the corner but is met immediately after a pickup of 1 yard. Jack Napier on the tackle. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To find the perfect tracks for your project, visit apmmusic.com as Ron Haynes makes a catch. Welcome to the football game, Mr. Haynes. Yeah, it's good enough for a first down.
Welcome to the party, pal. Die Hard, Christmas movie? Not Christmas movie.
Well, it does take place around holiday Christmas office party. So you could make the argument. As Boletsky picks up another 6 yards, the clock continues to wind down.
It's a feel-good movie of the year.
2nd and 4.
So Florida with a chance to burn off a bunch of clock. And then if they can put some more points on the board, Colin, this would be a very successful drive, especially at this point of the game. A little shimmy there.
Stop made by number 42 for Atlanta. That is Jay Miraculous. That's got to go on the all-name team. His last name is Miraculous.
His first name is Jay.
Oh, I see Jack Wall trying to pick a fight with you in the comments. He says it's not.
It's not what?
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, I think is what he's implying. Cochran.
He's just being obtuse.
Oh, he could not hold it in. Oh, he was open for days, Rick. Could he not hang on to the ball?
That's a case of being too open. He actually had to think about it, had a moment to think about it rather than just react and catch.
Marcus Agrippa on for his second time.
Well, let's sort of bookmark that one, Colin. If Atlanta makes a comeback here, this turnover or forced punt off of that drop, which would have been significant yardage and obviously a first down, could prove impactful.
Atlanta will take over on their own 27 this week. We're back at it on Monday night for Vice Wars. 3-4 Vegas, 3-4 Denver for a crucial battle for playoff positioning. Kickoff 8:15 this week in the SFL 7:15. Week 10 we got our first flex. The Arizona Scorpions will welcome the Portland Feeding Prime time October 2nd. All times Eastern. The next Monday Night Spectacular is coming to SFL YouTube. Should be exciting stuff as Hollywood picks up 9 yards.
2nd and short. They're going to have their choice of plays here.
Hollywood picks up 9. Vice Wars is always something to look forward to. The 15th edition of that game, Hollywood. This next carry he will get will probably be his 25th carry. Pitch out. Hollywood, first down. Tackle made by Smith. First down as we're approaching under 7 minutes to go. Dynasty up under the center. He does have the one mistake of an interception, but other than that, he's been pretty efficient. Man in motion is O'Brien. Give off to Hollywood. Tackle made after only a pickup of 1 by Smith.
Every play is becoming crucial here for Atlanta as they're trying to get the equalizer with time ticking away in the fourth quarter, Colin.
Back to throw, Dynasty pumps. We held on to the ball too long. He went window shopping and he looked at one too many as Asamiello Tomelo brings him down for the sack. Florida's second of the ball game. Third and 11. It's now become mission critical for Atlanta to see if they can get on the other side of 50 for the first down. Dynasty back to throw. Pocket holds up. Throws. Catch made. And what a time for your first catch. Goes to Siege Falco. Been targeted only once before. And number 17 makes his first grab. And everybody goes crazy down there on the field.
Indeed, Colin. Siege Falco shows up at just the right time during the right drive. Unbelievable.
That'll be a 31-yard gain. Throw down the middle. Tipped in, incomplete. Looking for Chisholm. We have a 2nd and 10. Clock stopped at 5:39 to go. Dynasty up under center. I formation, Chisholm in motion. Nobody goes with him. Now corner will check over to that side. But he wasn't following him directly. Play action, Dynasty has all day throws. Everybody's head incomplete. I believe he had Boo open. Jesus Smith. He's had a pretty good all-around game. This is 3rd and 10 again. They converted a 3rd and 11 with a 31-yard pass down the field. Let's see what they do here. They are in field goal range. Should they not convert this 3rd and 10? Blitz comes, throws! Complete, but there's a flag down. Erlot was the intended receiver. We got a defensive pass interference called on Ryan Davidson, who was hurt earlier in the ball game. Never turned around. The ball hit him directly in the back. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 20. Or it's a spot foul on the college. College is just 15 yards no matter where the PI was. Dynasty play action down the field. Something Robinson. So one play after he commits the defensive pass interference, he grabs that pass out of the air. What a way to make it up to your team.
That's an unbelievable sequence of plays. Right there, Colin. And here comes your Florida Storm.
5:26 to go. They pulled off all sorts of wizardry tricks today, that just being the latest of them. Cochran back to throw. Catch by Ron Haynes. Now Big Ron is just showing off now. And for David, that is interception number.
Yes.
That is interception number 4. He had 3 coming in.
That grab. That's another outstanding catch.
Second catch of the day for Ron Haynes. 3 interceptions for Brian Dynasty. 9 of 19 for the air. Boletsky on the carry. He'll be stopped, and let's go back to Cameron Irvine for a game update.
Thank you, Colin. Louisiana was down 14-7 after that pick 6, our last game update, but since then have scored 17 in a row, including Cameron Collier out of the backfield from Tommy Utah for the score. 24-14 Revs. When you're done in Atlanta, head on over to Raleigh. Back to you guys.
Exciting stuff. Revolution. Trying to make a go of it. Backs the throw is wrong. Cochran has room, finds Zarkov. 2 yards short of the stick, it'll be 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, and with this possession, Colin, again, Florida with the lead in the ball. Now it's about to go under 4 minutes in the 4th. If you're going to win the game, this is where you win it. Right, cheer.
Indeed. 3rd and 2, I formation. Doyle back there, he gets the ball, and J.W. Doyle has a first down and runs over a defender for good measure.
Yeah, nobody goes out in a pattern there for the Storm. Everybody's a blocker, and they're serious about the run game right here and grinding the clock.
It's like they used to say for those DeBry commercials where they say, we're serious about success.
We're serious about success. Serious as a heart attack. Oh, here we go. Goal line heavy.
First and 10, receiver lined up in the ring. I believe that's must be the Bush and Minson. I can't tell. Play clock at 2. They snap it. Get to Boletsky, and Boletsky just dives into a massive humanity. Leo Jefferson on the stop. Minimal gain at best. They give him a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, even if they don't get the first down by the time they snap the ball at 3rd down, it could be the 2-minute warning.
See how they play this here. Ron is the veteran quarterback, so I'm sure he's made aware of that.
He's got a clock in his head. Haid.
Clock at 5. At 2 again. Poletsky, broken tackle, will not get there. It'll be 3rd and 4. And they will not have to run another play before the 2-minute warning.
And Atlanta now in serious trouble, Colin. As we head down to the 2-minute warning.
As he is serious. Don't call him Shirley.
Sure, you must be joking. And there's your 2-minute warning here in Atlanta. Where Florida Storm lead the hometown heroes.
This is really the first time, you could argue, all season,
We argue all the time.
that the Florida Storm have been really put to the test through almost a complete game of football as Boletsky stopped.
There they go, and
Not called by Atlanta.
good game, good clock management by the Swarm. They're going to get the ball back with a decent amount of time as far as end of game scenarios go.
Marcus Agrippa on for a punt. Low snap, blew it away. Steve Falco will let this.
It's a big old Atlanta bounce as it turns into a touchback. Not going to jive you about that. Remember, the Rick meters had a hard time with this one. It's possible right now.
Twitchy.
It's been twitchy.
They want to move.
But not willing to take a risk here. It's still unclear, and Atlanta can possibly tie this one up.
Dynasty back to throw. Oh, tipped in, incomplete. AJ Francis on the deflection.
Nacho Libre. Christmas movie or not?
Don't pay attention to him.
Pay no attention to the man behind the microphone.
Pay attention to this one.
Oh!
He hit his nose, and Falco almost caught that one. But there was a heavy blitz. Nobody was picked up, and just like that, Boom, it's 3rd and 10.
Can a play simultaneously be good for both the offense and the defense? Because there's a lot of bad juju that could have happened for Atlanta on that, either a fumble or a sack or a pick. And Florida's happy, to get the incomplete. So
They're a lot in motion to the bottom of the screen. He's being followed by Francis, the safety net. Back to throw, Dynasty fires, caught, made! Catch made by Fenimore, and timeout called with 1:36 left. They have 1 timeout remaining.
New life. Atlanta rep spawns themselves up the field.
Fenimore, you see his numbers. He's up to
6 catches for 95.
on 11 targets with a long of 20.
Still a long way to go for Atlanta.
Throw out to Chisholm. Chisholm gets out of bounds after pick up 3, stopping the clock with 1:30. Understand that time is more important than yards.
Exactly.
So he got what he could, and then he went out of bounds.
I see your point. Chisholm knows what he's doing.
That's why he's in the Hall of Fame. 3 grabs on 5 targets. 34 yards. Back to throw, pass. Ooh, catch. That's Carolina again. And a rookie tight end comes up big as Atlanta burns their last time out.
There's your chunky peanut butter play right there. Now, no timeouts. Plus side of the field.
Look at the numbers for Dynasty. He's done most of his damage down the middle in terms of pass distribution. Jack Wall with the quote of the day in the chat. As he quotes again from Airplane. This is pickup of 7, and Fenimore's now up over 100 yards officially at 102. 2nd and 3, clock running. Dynasty swing up. Hollywood got out of bounds, but I think he lost a yard. Only 3rd and 3. Clock stop 108.
Smart to get out of bounds, though. Like you say, preserving the clock's more important than the yardage. 2 plays left to pick up this 3rd down. Minute 8 to go.
I'm sure that's what Dynasty's thinking to himself. Third and 3. The throw down the middle. Oh my! So high. It's a tackle and gets up to the 20-yard line, or just short of the 20. And we're now under a minute to go. Dynasty back to throw. Fires. Chisholm, 1st and goal. 53 seconds up. Ball to 10. They're executing this to perfection as the clock is stopped with a spike with 46 seconds left. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's right. Barring any penalties, defensive penalties, they got 3 shots at the end zone here. 46 seconds to go, Colin.
Bryant Dynasty coming up big. Fenimore now at 8 grabs. They go 4 wide receivers. Arlott in motion to the bottom of the screen. Now they have trips to that side. Back to throw, Dynasty down the field, cuts his many touchdowns, sees Falco! Caw! The Falcon lives! Only his 2nd grab, but it's good enough for a touchdown, just barely over the flame.
Wow.
And we're an extra point away from a tie.
Wow. Excellent drive by the Swarm. Maintain their composure the whole time. And as you pointed out, Colin, a couple of key runnings out of bounds to preserve the clock. And I guess they got 43 seconds left.
11 plays, 80 yards, taking 1 minute and 3 seconds off the clock. There are 43 ticks currently on the clock.
Who needs a 2-minute drive when you can have a 1-minute drive?
Kickoff is away from the goal line. Give us up the middle. We'll get tackled at the 29.
So Florida needs to get themselves down to around the 35 to have a reasonable attempt at a field goal to try and break this tie.
Look at Brian Dynasty. He had the emoji with the one guy peeking out.
And they have Florida has all 3 timeouts, so but it's going to have to happen quick. Atlanta just showed them how to go quick. Let's see if Florida can match.
On the 29, trips to the bottom, 4 wide in total. Cochran back to throw. Fires!
Oh no!
Tipped it up to the 37. So hold the phone as Big Rod. It's intercepted for only the 4th time all year.
Stop the presses. Stop the presses.
Now the
My goodness.
complexion has changed drastically.
Oh, Atlanta is in great position here, but they're not quite in field goal range in my estimation, Colin.
They're about 7 yards from comfortable.
Yeah, they need to be very careful here. But they also, as you said, need to pick up about 7 yards. Nothing but out routes. Oh no!
They run.
Oh no! What's happening?
The gun of Hollywood pick up 3 yards.
You better throw it now.
Now they do.
Oh!
Chisholm unable to haul it in. Evan Carroll in the coverage. Clock stopped at 20 seconds left. There's Sammy Steele warming up on the sidelines. 20 seconds left, 3rd and 7. That incompletion worked just about as well as the spike. Although I'm still confused why running on 1st down there.
That's maybe it's sometimes the OCs get a little rowdy and think, well, I'm going to catch him on this run.
Dynasty throws, tipped in, incomplete.
Wow. Well, here we go.
Laying on the deflection.
A long field goal attempt for your Atlanta Swarm. And the crowd has stuck around for this one, Colin, as they should. An exciting contest.
Oh, this is a 51-yard field goal attempt. We're going to see what kind of leg this guy has. Snap, spot, kick is good!
Oh!
13 seconds left. They take a 3-point lead.
Are you kidding me? Well, the Rick Meter staff is scrambling to say possible Atlanta. Now they're going likely Atlanta. Oh my gosh, I've never seen such a thing. What a game. 13 seconds left. Florida just about out of bullets here.
I don't believe what I just saw. Kneel down in the end zone. 12 seconds left.
Yep, smart play. You don't want to. Atlanta could have done themselves a favor by kicking it short of the end zone and forcing a return. Probably would have burned off 5 seconds or so on any kind of attempted run back. But here we go.
Van der Lane motion.
You need to send that guy down the field.
Cochran, quick drop. Throw down the middle. Catch made. But we got a flag. Minson caught it, but there's a flag down.
Is this the first one of the game?
Atlanta, but the penalty will be declined as the pass went out to the 40.
Out to the 40, so they need about another 25 yards. And then burning a timeout. They really only have one shot to get themselves in field goal range here, Colin.
They gotta be smart here. Cochran drops back, throws. Down the field, tipped in, incomplete.
3 seconds left on the minus side of the field, Colin. Swarm don't want to uncork the excitement just yet. But the one-win Atlanta Storm may be taking down the undefeated Florida Storm.
Same formation as before. Gotta get to the ends.
Deep drop.
Throw! Incomplete! Goes down! The Atlanta Swarm win 23-20.
And I suppose, Colin, if you're going to take down an undefeated Florida Storm team, it's going to come on an improbable ending. And as Florida cannot come back after the Atlanta pick. Oh my.
Look at that. Exactly 16 first downs for each team. Total yards relatively close.
Very, very even in a lot of these statistical categories, Colin. And so Atlanta not only covers, they win outright, and the under hits 43 points. So the
third down convert. 11 of 6. 6 of 11 for Atlanta and 13 of 8 for Florida. Wow, I cannot believe the sequence of events that caused the Florida Storm. I thought they were gonna drive down. This game was probably gonna go into overtime, but shot out interception changed just about everything, you could argue. Thanks once again to Damon Simeon and Sam Pelko, our statisticians.
Indeed.
Player of the game, in my opinion,
Yes.
has got to be BDG Hollywood.
Yeah.
Even though he had only 80 yards and 27 carries, he was instrumental in keeping his team close, although Brian Dynasty was very clutch down the stretch.
Right. Who got that last pick? That might be the player of the game.
Let's get 37 carries, almost 200 yards.
Wow.
Kyle Fenimore leads all receivers, 8 grabs.
Yeah, Fenimore might be a player of the game.
Yeah, Fenimore definitely keeps Adrian Blaine 12 tackles. Bunch of pass defense, we had 3 total interceptions, including that one by Allen, which eventually set up the incredible game-winning field goal. And this is just the first game to start off the week. Who knows what Saturday, Sunday, and Monday have in store for us. Thanks to our statistician partners once again, Sam Pelko and Damon Simeon. Our executive producer, Cameron Irvine. I'm Colin Northup. He's been Rick Northup.
Go.
Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.